Evicting my friend of 12 years from my rental unit? TLDR, I allowed a friend to stay in my rental unit rent-free due to his personal issues. Last night he allowed my unit to be trashed with $5,000 worth of damages. I gave him a 3-day notice to be gone and I am taking the hit for damages. Problem is, he will be homeless again. For context, he is 35 and his GF is 32. Too old in my opinion to do things like this. I let a friend of 12 years live rent-free in my rental unit after he fell on hard times. He lost his house and car and was dealing with custody issues. I don't judge because he had always been a loyal friend. In return for the free housing, I asked him to work on some repairs at the property. I covered the bigger expenses. He agreed to handle smaller costs like paint and wood. When I visited about 6 weeks later, he had only completed one task from a 12-task list. I was a little frustrated, especially since he wasn't maintaining the yard either, but I gave him grace because of his personal issues. I voiced my frustration and let him know he'd still have about 2 more rent-free months after finishing the list, so there's no reason to stall if that was his worry. Then last night, his GF came over. They had been there drinking with a friend and it ended with my unit being completely trashed, over $5,000 in damages. The glass patio door connecting to the kitchen was shattered, fresh tile and hardwood was ruined with sage paint, holes in the drywall and light fixtures were ripped out. I was furious but kept calm and asked him how long it would take to secure the door and fix the damages, this time on his dime. He said he could board the door right away but would need about 3 months to fix everything, plus another 3 months to finish the original list. Too long for me. I no longer trust him to stay there, especially considering this wasn't the first serious argument he'd had with this GF. One time she even tried to run him over with her car. So I told him he had 3 days to leave and had him sign a notarized letter confirming the notice and damages, to protect myself. He didn't seem upset when I spoke with him, just sad. I know he has nowhere to go and was couch hopping before. But this is still my property and reputation within the neighborhood. I don't want to be associated with chaos. Since the incident, I've arranged to install security cameras, change the locks, and update the home security system. I'm not asking him to pay for any damages since we agreed on eviction. This was the only negative experience we've had in our friendship, so I'm wondering AITA for kicking him out? Did I go too far having him sign an eviction letter even though I never had him sign a formal lease?